It's trash day, I'm putting you out, it's trash day. Putting you out, it's trash day. Putting you out of my mind. It's trash day, I'm putting you out, it's trash day. I'm putting you out, trash day. I'm putting you out of my mind. Now I'm gonna clean up, now I'm gonna clean up, now I'm gonna clean up the house. I'm taking all your garbage, taking all your garbage, taking all your garbage.
Even though I'm down with the sickness, it's Wednesday, so let's get to business. No matter what has us ill, the Can Crushers are here to kill, because it's Can Crusher Day. That really hurt my voice, Mark.
Folks, that's the real Paul today. Welcome to Can Crushers. Two ailing garbage men are going to struggle to talk about wrestling and drink no beer this week.
No beer this week. I got to get a tooth pulled. I have to be on my best behavior. Mark's beat up and sick and tired, and a beer just probably isn't the best way to go.
Yeah, not going to happen. I got a vanilla Coke, and Paul's got a peach water, I believe.
Yeah!
So it's going to be really exciting. You're going to have two angry garbage men going at it because we have no suds.
No suds. I doubt we're going to be very angry. I don't have the energy to be angry.
Right? We're both ailing from knees, shoulders, head, knees, and toes. Oh, it's been rough.
It's been a rough ref this week.
It really has. It really has. Transition to what happened this morning. I woke up this morning right off the get, waking up out of bed. I always grab to see what's going on in wrestling, any news. And sad to see the Dynamite Kid, Thomas Billington, has passed away on his birthday.
At 60 years old.
Right?
Craziness.
Out of the ring, Dynamite Kid had a lot of struggles. He really has. It's noted everywhere. In his documentary that was out, had struggles with all types of drugs, just, body aches that we're having and everything to kind of keep it up and up. But just concussions. And I read something about 5 minutes ago, Paul. He kind of got the headbutt when he used to come off the top rope. He kind of, not stole it, but asked Harley Race if he could use that because Harley was the first one doing it. And Harley today has come out and said he really wishes that's a move that was never allowed or invented or anything because you see concussions across the board.
Right.
Head to head, it's not a good thing.
Not a good plan. Really beats on you mentally with the concussion protocol and everything.
But they didn't know it back then.
It's a sad day for the Dynamite Kid, and our Can Crusher thoughts are with his family and friends.
Right. Best known with Davey Boy Smith as the British Bulldogs. Probably one of my favorite teams of all time. Due to the fact that they had Matilda. This is the reason why I love English Bulldogs.
Segue!
Wait, I'm not done. When she got sick, there's my air quotes, you could send a card to her. I had to convince my mom hard. I'm like, we need to send this dog a card. And hell or high water, I got to send Matilda a card. So championships across across the world. He was in WWF, trained with the Harts in Stampede. Was married to one of the Hart brother-in-law, sister. Somehow he's related to the Harts as well. All Japan, New Japan. Bret Hart says he's the best pound-for-pound wrestler he's ever known.
Wow.
So that's pretty big.
That's a lot coming from Bret Hart.
Right? When actually everybody thinks he was probably the best pound-for-pound wrestler that has been out there. So thoughts and prayers go out to the Harts and the family of Dynamite Kid. Paul, this has been, number 5 or 6 since we started. I mean, we're 6 months in and wrestlers are dropping off.
Dropping like flies.
They really are.
Dropping like Jimmy Snuka headbutts from the cage.
Which, there you go. The headbutt from the cage, Paul. So,
and you said about the dog getting sick. I didn't know it was a dog. I thought it was a girl because of the name. So I was like, oh, so we're talking about the WLF tournament.
Oh, yeah, you were young then. You don't remember much.
Yeah, I don't remember much of the British Bulldogs.
Oh, that's bad. You should YouTube them. You should really look them up. All right, WLF tournament. We're still going. We have a match going on today, one tomorrow. Monday, we're going to start the second round. Third round, well, that'll be the finals, Mark, you idiot, is going to be on the 20th of Thursday. But Paul's going to tell you the winners thus far.
Thus far, Sherry versus Charlotte. Charlotte with a win.
Leilani Kai against Mickey James.
Mickey with a win.
Fabulous Moolah against Alita.
Lita with the win.
That next match has not happened. Nikki Bella against AJ Lee.
AJ Lee with the win.
Becky Lynch taking a spot of Alexa Bliss that has said, hey, I'm out. I'm running Raw right now. Becky takes on
Wendy Richter.
Ricker. Yeah.
Becky wins.
Match right now. And then Jacqueline taking on Sasha Banks.
And Sasha with the win.
Let me tell you.
All the new schoolers are winning. There's not an old school winner yet. Well, Lita, kind of.
Well, and right now, I looked at the stats. Beth Phoenix is crushing Rockin' Robin.
So right now, Beth Phoenix is up against Rockin' Robin. You can go on our Facebook page, CanCrusher69, and make this travesty. Avoid this travesty. Rockin' Robin needs some votes. I think I voted for Beth Phoenix.
You did. I did. Tomorrow's match, Medusa against Trish, it sets up for a great match either way. It'll either be Lita against Medusa or Lita against Trish.
Wait a second. Well, we haven't seen that a million times. What are you writing for WWE nowadays?
We are.
So, wait, Medusa, isn't she Alundra Blaze?
Yeah, we threw
so
a little...
we could go Medusa / Alundra Blaze.
Yeah,
so
for people that don't know who it is, Paul.
Right. You're welcome.
The English professor, that's not my writing, you can read it.
Well, that's true. Well, I don't know. There was a couple that were really tough to read.
That's just because you don't know words.
Leilani Kaz? I have no idea.
You weren't even born yet when she wrestled.
No.
So, random thought today? Anything on wrestling?
No.
No Rise. Again, they posted a hour-and-a-half show of bar wrestling.
Oh, sorry about that. You get that every once in a while.
You're going to get this all day from him. They posted a bar wrestling event that is like 2 hours long today, so I clearly didn't get to watch it. But I'll tell you what I did watch.
OVW.
And we're going to go to that. So OVW starts off with Hurricane Helms, and he's telling Abyss on December 14th he's not trapped in Twin Chambers with Abyss, but Abyss is going to be trapped in Twin Chambers with him. And none of the Army is going to be able to help him out. And I'm excited for this match. I was always a Hurricane fan. Him and Rosie. But just Hurricane himself. Just the nostalgia of this is awesome. We're actually going to have a fight at my house that night because my wife's a huge Abyss fan from back in the TNA time. And I've always been a Hurricane fan. So backstage, the War Kings have Colton of the Bro Guns in the hallway. And they're telling him, they say, hey, Dustin, he's kind of a superstar right now. He's a single star. He's the TV champ. Is he going to hang you out to dry? Hopefully, he's going to be there. And Crimson, just a great worker that he is, just sells this that Dustin's going to hang Colton out to dry. And let's see if the Bro Guns can get back together on December 14th, as War Kings will be defending their tag team championships against them. First match on the night is Crazy Steve, and he comes out with The Void and Amon, and he's going to take on Randall Floyd. But Floyd brings out Rocco and Royal and Smooth, and the winner of this it's kind of like the War Games thing that WWE did, NWA back in the day. The winner of this match gets the first advantage in the twin cages because they're going to start and they're going to fight for a set amount of time. And then after a little bit, more people are going to be let in on the interval. I believe it's 2 minutes, if I can rewind myself back to when I was talking to Mr. Al Snow. Hopefully we can get him on maybe next week real quick to just touch real quick about this whole pay-per-view on the 14th. Guys, you can watch this on Fight TV. Make sure you get it. It looks like it's going to be an amazing card so far. It'll all be set pretty much tonight when they do their taping in Kentucky for OVW. So this match was back and forth. The Void runs in the first 3 or 4 minutes, and you would have thought, hey, Crazy Steve should have been disqualified. But no, the ref lets him go. Steve Cook took control. See, the whole stuttering thing is still there. Steve took control. More chaos ensues. Everybody's just fighting all over the place. But Floyd gets the roll-up win, and the hashtag or air quotes good guys have the advantage going into twin chambers. Right after the match, on the monitor, Abyss shows up, and he's like, boom, he's taken out everybody. He's now in the middle of the ring, and the faces are all laying down. Gets on the mic, and he says, it doesn't matter who your partner is going to be, I'm going to destroy them all. And then he addresses Hurricane. His army is going to destroy all the other 5, and then he's like, Hurricane, I am going to crush you in the twin chambers. So there you have it. Zoe comes barreling out of backstage, and he just crushes Abyss. He grabs a mic and he's like, I'm their 5th guy. This guy, Zoe, is a big momentum shift. It's the Royal, Smooth, Randall, all those guys now, in my book, have the advantage because Zoe is just unbelievable. He took out Abyss. Abyss was in the corner, kind of rolled out, grabbed his belt, and hightailed it out of the OVW arena. War Kings now have Dustin Jackson in the back, and they're kind of telling him the same thing. It's like, where's your boy Colton at? Where's your boy Colton at? And all of a sudden you hear a big crash. Everybody runs into the locker room, and you see Eddie Knight buried underneath a locker. Nobody was in there with him, but all of a sudden, Eddie is just, the locker's lifted up, and Eddie's hurt. Eddie is hurt. After a little bit of a break, the Entourage is out next. And this Shiloh Jones is just ridiculous. On the mic and just the way he is, the Entourage, I am so glad that King's Ransom is going to take care of them real soon because, wow. So it ends up being Shiloh Jones against Leonis Khan, half of King's Ransom. Leonis is just bringing it, just beating the living tar out of Shiloh until DL3 distracts him. Khan bounces back and destroys Jones and overall. Finally, King's Ransom, you would think, is going to get their trophy back. They have it in hand, kind of walking out because the Entourage is done. They ran out of the ring and just left it there. But Cove and Lutz, the upstarts, these guys a month ago couldn't smell what a victory was. But now, the last 2 weeks, they've beat King's Ransom. They come out with chairs and take care of everyone, and they steal the trophy, and they now think that they're the Nightmare, tournament champs, and it's unbelievable. It really is. It reminded me of back in the day when The Undertaker had the urn, and Kama took it, this person took it. It's just bounced back and forth, and I like it. I like that this trophy is making its way through everybody's hand. But the true owners, King's Ransom, already has this tag team division on lockdown. I think the War Kings should really be keeping their eyes open. They're worried about the Bro Kings right now, but they should not look forward, look ahead, but they should be peering around and watch King's Ransom because this is the hottest upcoming tag team in wrestling right now. Folks, I'm telling you, if you watch OVW for one thing, watch it for King's Ransom. These guys are unbelievable with their size and the way they can move and the moves that they do. freaking believable. Next up is my boy, Dapper Dan. He is so dastardly, so conniving, so backstabbing, so malicious. Just keep going with the words. And this guy is one of my buddies. We were talking about OVW, and he kind of compared him to Kevin Owens. And I said, no. Dapper Dan would teach Kevin Owens a trick or two because he is just that gosh darn horrible of a human being. He's in the back fixing his stash because he just got there. And he's questioned, well, if you just got here, why are you in ring attire? Oh, because he changed in his car on the way to the arena. And he's always got an answer to everything, but geez, he never has the right answer. He's always trying to bend the truth just a little bit more. But we all think, the picture's painted that he had something to do with Eddie, the way that this battle has been going between these two. He freaking faked a heart attack, for the love of God. Dan denied it. He said he had nothing to do with it, but whatever. The next matchup is Apollo against Shotgun Tony Gunn. Shotgun Tony Gunn, let me tell you, if King's Ransom is the hottest tag team, Shotgun Tony Gunn, amazing. For this match, though, Apollo jumps him before the bell because he knows, one move and Gunn, boom, lights out. Apollo gets a couple moves in, Irish whips him, Gunn Irish whips Apollo into the ropes, and he comes flying off with that elbow. I don't know what you want the kill shot, I guess is what they're calling it. And he hit it faster than Tito Santana hit his, flying forearm. Tony Gunn, I'm telling you, watch him. He's going to be one of the up-and-comers in big time wrestling. I mean, OVW's amazing, but you're going to hear this name, Tony Gunn, in the near future. Right after that, Jay Lee comes out with a Nerf bat, and everybody's like, why the hell does she have a Nerf bat? And again, she is just on Mercy and Brittany. And then there's a huge present just in the arena. And she's like, you guys didn't have to get me this. And Brittany's like, trust me, we didn't get anything for you. In the words, the way that she said it, she could have called her a louse. She could have called her anything. That these two just are a heated battle. But Jay Lee's like, I know that if I open this, somebody's going to come out and beat the tar out of me, and this, that, and the other thing. So she takes the bat and she just starts waylaying on this box. All of a sudden, the box opens and a reindeer pops out. Somebody dressed as a reindeer. Not really Rudolph, but somebody dressed as a reindeer. And then, bam, 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 just starts beating the heck out of her. And all of a sudden, Callie comes out and stops her. She's like, whoa, 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 whoa. It's Mallory. Vice versa, Mallory comes out to stop her. And it's Kaylee in the reindeer outfit, kind of just doing a little surprise for Jay Lee, and she feels horrible. So the It Girls kind of regroup and head to the back. Next up is the challenge match that we had from last week. Mr. Marvelous is going to be taking on the Revolver and the dudes out there with him. And the match was going good. Revolver's getting tossed around early. He clips Marvelous in the knee and starts working over that limb, kind of like an Anderson, working over the shoulder or an arm or something. And Revolver's just trying to use anything, use the ropes all the time. And dude just keeps swatting them off, saying, get out of here, you're cheating. And this just keeps happening, all the dirty tricks. And all of a sudden, when Marvelous is up, Revolver hits him with a low blow. And goes out and grabs a chair. Dude stops him. And then dude grabs a chair and waylays Mr. Marvelous. Marvelous said it backstage. He's like, I'm not sure if I can trust you or not. He said this prior to the match, and clearly the dude in the revolver had this all planned all the time. The only thing I have to say about this is why is wrestling so much into, as Paul would call them, or as any nut shots? Why are we just continuing to beat on everybody's privates like it's a punching bag? I think it's cheap, and I know it gets a major point across, but kick them in the head, do something else. I think we need to stop the low blows in wrestling. It's just, I don't get into it. Maybe it's because Shinsuke did it for 6 months and now Daniel Bryan's taking it over. But nonetheless, stop the nut shots. They're really not good for wrestling. It gets a point, I really do, but it's just not good. Okay, finally, your main event is my boy Dapper Dan taking on Dustin Jackson in the TV title rematch that he gets. It's a great match. It really is. As Jackson was ready to put Dan away, the War Kings come out and interfere. Dan almost gets the 3 count, and then Dan's ready to hit the Death Valley Driver, and boom, Eddie Knight comes out, head wrapped and all, and is just throwing Dan around. They leave the arena as they're fighting all over the place. The War Kings roll back in and destroy Dustin Jackson beyond no belief. And guess who does not show up? No Colton. We have a week to figure out if Colton and Dustin are going to get on the same page. Make sure you guys in Kentucky and everything will get to see it way before I do. But we will cover it next week before we cover the pay-per-view that happens on December 12th, that Friday, of a special edition following that pay-per-view, wrapping it up, letting everybody know. Right now, we're going to head to a break. We'll be back as Paul and I will cover Raw and SmackDown here on Can Crushers.
Wrestling. A love and a passion we all share. I've started a wrestling brand. The wrestling brand. A brand founded on the aspects of wrestling. 2 entities working together to create a product that connect emotionally for people everywhere. Collar and Elbow is the brand. Passion and love for wrestling is the drive. I am Al Snow, and this is Collar and Elbow, the wrestling brand.
So back with Raw, and it is the lowest rated Raw ever!
With 2.26 million viewers.
And that's the high spot ever. This Raw is horrible. Paul, you can't build a 3-hour show around Baron Corbin. I'm sorry.
No, yeah, you cannot.
But
you can around Drew McIntyre, and there were high spots on this Raw. I didn't mind this Raw.
I didn't mind this Raw. There's a couple matches that they were quick, but I like seeing other people getting a shot.
Speaking of the lowest rating ever, wait till you see this episode of Can Crushers. People are going to listen to like the first 5 minutes and be like,
why the hell does Mark have Darth Vader talking about wrestling?
Right?
Yeah, it's going to be rough. So Raw start. Did you watch? You watched it.
I watched it. I don't remember much. My brain's not functioning today.
Drugs. Right? Once again, we are on drugs.
No, about 1,000 milligrams every 6 hours of ibuprofen to get rid of this throb in my mouth from this toothache.
That's what she said?
Wow.
No?
No penis jokes today. I'm not in the mood.
Oh, wow. He was so much happier in the back of the garbage truck.
Yeah, it was a ray of sunshine.
Go home for a half an hour, and Pissy Paul brings his potty pants to Can Crushers.
It was nice to be home in comfy clothes.
You're still in comfy clothes.
Almost in my bed. If we could get a couch or something around here, the podcast would be amazing. You'd probably be much happier, Paul.
So Ronda and Nat come out, and it looks like they're going to take on Nia and Tamina. But just as the match started, here comes the Riot Squad.
Who didn't see this coming?
Right. And
We pick right up where we left off last week.
yeah, the Riot Squad throws Nat through a table. I read that she's going to be off for a while now, just to take care of some stuff. Get ready, Miggy's going to be part of the broadcast real quick.
Yay!
Nat actually has elbow issues. That's why she was holding her elbow, because her elbow really never even hit the freaking table. But she's got elbow issues. Sweet super kick, though, by Ruby Riott. I'm telling you, she needs to get up there. They need some change in faces. I love what they're doing with the women, but they also need to incorporate some other people.
Right.
So, backstage, Nat's in pain, and Ronda's like, I need help. I'm looking for help. I'm going to find somebody because I want to take, these two Samoans on again tonight. Alexa Bliss is making her way to the ring, and it didn't work last week, the open forum with legit huggers. So guess what?
They're going to try it again this week.
We're going to try it again this week, and they get 3 questions out. What superpower would you want?
Right now, I wouldn't feel pain.
No, throw out your ill sickness today. Overall in life.
Oh, I don't really know. There's so many good ones. They're all really good.
You have to pick one or you die.
What? That's
it.
Then I would regenerate.
You can't. Well, then you have regeneration.
There you go. There you go, Mark. I answered your question, and then you were mad because I answered your question.
So you're regenerating.
Yeah, so I'm not going to answer your question, but I already regenerate, so guess what? You can't kill me.
Wow. So invincibility, in other words.
Not really invincibility, because if you rip my head off, then I don't think my head grows back, but I'm not sure. It could.
Well, whatever.
Where?
I like invisibility.
You
There's times I would just like to just sit in the corner and not be seen.
and just not be
Just
seen and
nap.
enjoy the views.
Nap. No, I'm not using it for anything. But I would.
Whatever, you peeping Tom.
I would just sit in the basement of my house so nobody would know where I am and just take a nap.
I'm sure if you sat in the basement of your house, nobody would know where you are anyway.
Yeah, because Kelly doesn't
How
know
many
how to
people-
get into the basement.
How many people frequent your basement? Is that like a heavy traffic area
It
in
is.
your house? Is it really?
It is. A lot of people up and down the basement.
That's weird.
Yeah, through the back door, mind you.
Whoa.
Whoa.
That's
whoa,
what she said.
Wow. A couple other stupid questions. Changes for 2019. They both said they want to see the tag team championships. And they want to fight Trish and Lita. Good.
That's where this is. I think that's where this is all leading up to, Paul.
Trish and Lita
Fun.
against Sasha and Bayley for the tag titles?
Yes.
How the hell do you get Trish and Lita to be the number 1 contenders as well?
Because I don't know if it's a number 1 contenders tournament or
They're going to beat the hell out of each other tomorrow or next week in the WLF tournament.
Well, I mean, they're still sometimes.
Besties!
Yeah, there you go.
So it ends up being the legit huggers against Mickie James and Foxy. I love the bank statement into the Bayley to belly every time. Probably favorite finishing maneuver.
It's so stupid.
It's great.
How is that great?
Let me hurt your back into boom, done. I love it.
You just like the legit huggers.
I do. Yeah, exactly right. I don't have the sweatshirt on today. Recap from last week. Once again, the beatdown of Elias and Finn from Drew, Bob, and Corbin.
Well, that's just nifty.
How about, did you see there's a new movie coming out, Holmes and Watson?
Yes, with
Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell and
Braun!
Is Braun in it?
Braun's in it.
No, that's probably awesome then.
Right? Backstage again, Ronda's yelling at Alexa. She wants a partner. And Alexa's like, no, you shouldn't wrestle tonight. I'm finding a partner. Okay.
Well, Ronda was like, you did a bang-up job so far tonight. I'll find my own partner.
Yeah.
So I knew it was either going to be Ember Moon or...
I thought somebody was going to get called up. I was hoping.
Yeah, we were hoping for a call-up, but it was either going to be Ember Moon or a call-up.
Well, guess
Because
what?
we haven't seen Ember Moon in forever. We don't know, Mark.
We don't-
Because Corbin and Rude, Bobby Roode and
Drake Map.
Chad Gable.
Oh, yeah, they're in the back. Hey, yeah, but after a half an hour PSA about how Corbin's
the best
running
ever.
for president in 2020.
Well, I mean, he's the best ever Raw general manager elect.
And it sets up that Rude against Drake Maverick, Gable and AOP are both banned from ringside.
Ooh.
This sets up like holy crap, and if they win, they get another tag title match.
Something smells fishy.
Fishy.
Lucha, 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 lucha.
Against the Revival, but it's a singles match that turns out to be 3-on-1.
Hey, whenever the Lucha House Party is in the ring, even if it's one member, it's Lucha House Party rules.
This is asinine.
It's awesome.
Why?
Why not?
Because 3-on-1.
So what?
Oh,
They're little guys. You Mexicans aren't very big. Sorry.
Okay, then. Of course, loser house party wins. Corbin again. He's getting things all set up for Drew McIntyre Appreciation Night. And after the break, he's in the ring. And they show the beatings that Drew did last week.
The beatings that Drew have been doing for the last couple of months.
Right?
Not just last week.
Well, they've highlighted the ones from last week.
And then it's time to stop the show after Drew got the Raw gold medal.
Right?
Because they needed a gold medalist on Raw.
They did. You do. You need it across the board.
Right.
I'm shocked that SmackDown still doesn't have one.
But it's the second best wrestler in the world.
Zig comes
Dolph
out.
Ziggler be like, hey, thought we had a good thing going, man.
And Drew's like, I pretty much just used you. And face turn, right?
Heel turn.
No, well, not for Drew, not for Zig.
No, for Drew.
Yeah, well, Drew was
He's
already
always a
heel. Yeah, but pretty much a face turn for Zig. And then what happens next? We talked about it in length on Tuesday. Why the hell did Ziggler beat Drew McIntyre?
I don't understand. That was the first time Drew McIntyre has been pinned or submitted on Raw
And where's this going?
from the beginning. Probably nowhere. Just because, well, it might end up as the decommission of Finn Balor. Because,
But sorry, Zig, you're going back to obscurity.
right.
I mean, because so much is going on with the IC title between the other two, and Zig's just going to get pushed aside. Great, he's got to win over Drew McIntyre.
But maybe, well, there's
It
a
hurt Drew
universal-
more.
There's a universal title that's out there that needs defending. So maybe this is going to end up playing into that somehow.
When Drew gets it, that
Well-
Zig should be instantly number one contender.
Well, he should be in the line.
In the line, right behind everybody else that has not gotten title shots in 2.5 years now.
Wait a second. What do you mean? Well, because Zig has a win over Drew. Oh my God, I'm dying.
You are. You really are. We're skipping quick. It's time to walk with Elias, and he looked disheveled. His hair, he just looked like he was really out of a boxcar.
He got his butt whooped last week and got thrown into a pair of steel steps, a set of steel steps, something.
Bobby Trashley comes out again, and his poses are ridiculous.
You like his one pose,
Which one? The Hulk Hogan one?
the glute one.
Yeah, I wish I could glute like that. So
He's a gluten for punishment when he does it to Elias, though.
I wish he was gluten free.
Because Elias comes up the stage after Bobby Lashley with his guitar.
And he was going to swing at him, but Bob gets out of the way.
Right. But
And
all of a sudden,
Leo, out of nowhere, because he had already left 10 minutes ago,
he was running.
he was running. Quick,
Guess who caught him?
Finn
Balor.
tosses him up on the stage.
And then he gets a guitar to the back.
Bingo.
But where's Bob at when all this is going on?
Hey, he's got to take these bumps. He's the hype man. Hype man needs beat up every once in a while.
Sorry.
Next up, this is great. Entertaining this week, folks. Corbin and Jinder in the back, and Shantae. And Jinder wants to fight Finn tonight to help out Corbin. He's just trying to get on his good side. That's all he is.
Right.
He's a snake in the water.
Snake in the grass.
Wow. Yeah, I guess they don't really go in water much.
No.
Just moccasins.
Moccasins.
I have moccasins on right now because it's freaking cold.
So then Heath Slater and Rhino get called in.
Welcome to Raw, guys.
Haven't seen you in a while. Nice of you to be back.
Yeah.
And The thing is, Corbin says, I've crunched the numbers and one of you got to go.
Yeah.
So you got to match against each other unless
Well,
one of you wants to quit.
Unless one of you want to quit. And who wants to quit the WWE? Well, okay. So, nobody yet, right, folks? Next matchup is Rude without his robe taking on Drake Maverick.
The robeless Rude.
Ooh, look at you.
Yeah, that took a lot, actually. My brain actually hurts now.
Again, no AOP, no Gable until 33 and a third seconds into the match.
Up on the Titantron, Gable's getting his butt whooped by the AOP.
And Corbin says, hey, by the way, I really messed this up. It's a 3-on-1. It's a 3-on-2 match.
Handicap match.
Yeah. You guys better get out there. AOP takes off. Gable's laying there like a piece of bread that just got toasted.
I would have loved to seen Rude hit the fabulous DDT, get the 1, 2, 3,
And then take the beat down.
and then take the beat down. That didn't happen.
No, AOP comes out, stomps a mud hole in him. Gable comes out, does a flip or a flop, and they still lose.
And Drake
Maverick gets the
pin on Bobby Roode.
Congratulations goes out to John Cena for winning the Muhammad Ali Legacy Award. All right. There's just awards popping up from all over the freaking place that when have they been made? I've never heard of some of these awards.
No.
Antonio Brown and the Steelers was in it though too. Yeah.
Super.
The Steelers they post shit like that all the time.
Right.
So let's just make up the Miggy Good Sniffin' Award.
Well, that would be not this Raw because it sniffed.
Stunk.
It stunk.
Putrid. Guess what we're going to have? A recap of Dean and Seth from the last 6 months.
10 million times. I'm tired of seeing it. We see the same thing every week.
This was ridiculous. When the SWAT team came out with gas masks and hello WCW Vince Russo writing all over again. And then he tries to talk with this thing on. Darth Vader sounded better. Second Darth Vader.
Paul sounded better as Darth Vader today.
Right. This was horrible. This was outright stupid. They fight all over the Toyota Center. Dean then hits him with the gas mask. I thought I had something about Taylor Swift in this. I really did. Maybe it's next week. I don't know.
Well, shake it off, Mark. You'll get it next week.
Right? Dean leaves Seth in the ring after he hits Dirty Deeds a couple times. Peace out. I really want this to be over with.
Yeah, this is putrid.
This is rough. I thought these guys would be able to carry it a little bit. Not so much.
This is the only thing they have going on Raw right now, though.
But it's not good.
No.
It's not.
Everything is rushed right now.
If you see that you're getting 2.6 ratings, guess what? Drop it and start over. Do something.
So Heath versus Rhino is up. Heath gets a quick, easy 1, 2, 3 over Rhino. And then in the back, Corbin and Slater are next to each other, and Corbin's basically like, I didn't want you as a wrestler.
Yeah,
you're now a referee.
Over. Yeah. So at least I like this.
That's setting up for something, so thank goodness.
I did like this where, Heath keeps a job because he's got kids. I'm spitting all over my phone. But still, hopefully he turns into Danny Davis or a bad ref, or maybe he kind of screws Corbin over and he gives all the good guys the wins or something.
That'd be great.
That'll be great.
That would be great.
Finn versus Jinder. The Singh brothers get involved. They do a little dance. Apollo Crews comes out.
Out of nowhere.
Where have you been?
I don't know.
Couple weeks off. What are you doing?
Why is he battling with Finn Balor?
This is
the Singh brothers.
This is turning out to be because since Jinder's kind of aligned himself with Corbin, it's like the corporation against the union, where anybody can be part of the union and the people are part of the corporation or the higher ups, and I don't think that worked well.
It might not be a bad idea though. This might actually go somewhere. If you think about it, you
have Finn, you have Elias, now you have
Apollo
in it. All smaller compared to Bobby, Drew, and Corbin.
This might be the perfect time for John Cena to come back and finally heel turn.
No way. Not with... He's going to heel turn against somebody bigger than that crap. No way. Drew attacks Finn backstage, and then we come to our main event. Normally, Paul, I'm all about even Ronda matches and Nia and Tamina matches. I'm all about this. This was not a main event for Raw.
Ronda and
Her partner's Ember.
Ember Moon, which we told you. I told you it was either going to be Ember or
A call-up.
a call-up, but it was Ember versus the Samoan Smash Sisters.
In Ember, I like that.
You like that?
I like that.
I got it.
That took a while to think of in the truck.
Well, it's been like 10, yeah.
Ember is by far the best wrestler in this match. Hands down.
No, for sure.
Hands down. She's carrying everybody, and the only reason why Tamina's in the match is to take the loss. Because she's part of it, but she's really not part of anything going on. You look like you're going to die,
See,
brother.
well, my eyeball. There's something in my eyeball. But here's what I don't understand. So, these last 2 weeks, 3 weeks, Nia Jax has been hashtag facebuster this, hashtag facebuster that, and now all of a sudden she's scared of Ronda Rousey again?
I would be.
Why? Yeah, but no. Nia Jax is the bigger, badder girl in this situation.
So you're saying they have bad blood?
I don't know why WWE's making Nia afraid of Ronda Rousey.
Redemption. Look what you made me do.
But still, like, Nia could just devastate Ronda Rousey.
So it's not a love story.
No, it's a bully thing again.
But she is against bully. You know those were all Taylor Swift songs I said in the last 3 minutes. Right?
No.
You're
That's
not
why
even
you're
getting
Taylor
it.
Swift.
Yes. All right. Yeah, I don't know. So
Me too, Migs.
Raw sucked. Next week's the go home show.
Yep.
But Raw doesn't have much for the pay-per-view that I'm looking forward to. We're getting into matches next week.
Oh my goodness, I'm dying. I'm sorry.
So SmackDown starts as Paige is welcoming all the women. It's contract signing time.
Yay! Right off the get. Holy Moses.
Right? And SmackDown doesn't have a lot of content, but they have good content.
You know why? Because it's only 2 hours long.
Well, yeah, I love going to bed at 10:15 compared to 11:30.
Why are you going to bed at 10:15? They're on strict 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock now.
Well, now, but by the time it takes me a little bit of a time. It was 11:15 when it was ending. 15 minutes to eat one more time, which you shouldn't eat that late. Maybe poop again. Maybe, let the dog out. This is 15. Other people have had 3 hours of sleep upstairs already.
Well,
But
I know, Teresa, I get yelled at all the time because it's like 10:05 and Teresa's like, let's go to bed. And I'm like, I got another hour of Raw.
right?
Like, I can't go to bed yet.
I can't.
I don't get to watch much SmackDown because I have volleyball too.
Ever.
Yeah. So that's why most of the time you hear Mark talking, which this week probably isn't that bad of a thing because I can't really talk.
So, all said and done, they all signed a contract, and Becky just leaves. Becky's like, peace out, I'll see you at TLC.
Because she's still concussed, so she's not allowed
Still
to...
not really ready yet.
Yes.
If you've seen on our Facebook, Alexa Bliss is cleared to wrestle again now. So, I bet you they still hold her back until Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Royal Rumble. So Asuka just says, hey, I've beaten Ronda. I did this, that, and the other thing. So more or less, Asuka challenges Flair for a match tonight. But out comes Sonya and
Mandy.
And they banter, disrespect them, and Paige's like, time for you four to have a tag team match.
Great. Just what we needed.
It was a great match. Took about 15, 20 minutes. You saw the passion and desire, the women's division. I loved the ending. Mandy was on the outside of the ring, and Asuka pulled her down. Asuka was going up, kind of looking for a tag. Flair thought it was Mandy, kicked her in the face. Sonya gets the roll up. Flair kind of rolls it again. Asuka comes flying in with her knee, blasts Flair in the face. And who gets the win? Sonya does.
Wow,
They're slowly pushing her. I'm telling you.
we knew that last week when we
Right.
had the Battle Royal, and it was Sonya and Asuka and the last two people in the Battle Royal. Like,
Maybe a Money in the Bank for her or something. I would like to see that because, like, Mella's fallen off and the Iconics are just talkable. Whatever. But it was a great match. I really, if you want me to remember that whole challenge we did a couple weeks ago, that was the match that I loved.
There you go.
See, I love that match.
We got one positive thing out of this thing today.
Right? Next up is a triple threat match. Xavier Woods against Cesaro and Jey Uso. The match is all over the place.
Oh, I bet.
But it was a great match because these three know each other in and out. They really do. During the break, Cesaro destroyed the pancake table. But the moment of the match, Cesaro had Woods on his shoulder and spun Jay around, kind of like a airplane spin and this giant spin. This dude is unbelievable.
Cesaro is a tank, and so is his partner
Sheamus,
because I couldn't think of the name. Thank you.
That's all right.
No, so's my partner. My partner's phenomenal too.
Thanks, Paul.
But
I love you. You're right there for moral support.
But Cesaro is a tank, and he should be one of the guys in the
He should be. I
for
would.
a world title.
They need to drop those guys, drop the bar. I mean, they can be an alliance, air quotes again, but I think they're better. They need to break for a while and give Cesaro the due push that he needs. He had it when he came in for a little bit, when he was a Swiss superstar or Swiss Army knife or whatever the hell they called him.
The Swiss superstar.
Right, I got it right the first time.
Yeah.
I just want to be an
They
idiot.
did call him a Swiss knife one time too.
See? I do remember things once in a
Yeah.
while, Kelly. A fun match. Jay gets the win off of a super kick. Next up is
Rusev Day.
in Lana. Or
Okay, hold on. And Lana Day. And I need a break.
they're in the back talking about what happened last week with Shinsuke and how it didn't happen.
You know what? Rusev has biceps like double-decker... No, traps. Like double-decker burritos. And you know what? Rusev's hungry.
He is hungry. He's hungry for a title.
And he's going to feast on Nakamura.
Feed me more.
You know
Please
why
don't
he's gonna
bring that back.
You know why he's gonna feast on Nakamura?
Because his contract is up.
Because it's the greatest holiday ever.
And it's what?
Rusev Day! And I sounded kind of like Rusev did when he tried to sing it.
Yeah, well, he came in real quick.
It was good, though.
It was. I want to see Shinsuke drop this. I don't think he's done anything with this title.
I do believe that Shinsuke... Oh, wait. Is Rusev's contract almost up, or is...
I thought Shinsuke's was what I read.
I don't believe you're going to see Shinsuke Nakamura in WWE very long.
He
longer.
wasn't used.
They're not... WWE's really dropping the ball compared to everybody else.
Wow, yeah.
I mean...
Yeah.
The indies are doing such a better job with their guys than WWE is right now.
And they're promoting themselves. We're going to pause from the WWE for a minute. They're promoting themselves.
Wait, let's just finish up with SmackDown and then we'll get into this because we have a lot of stuff to get through.
Okay. Miz has Daniel Bryan on Miz TV. Paul, I know you missed this. This was awesome.
Wait, was the Truth and Mella out there? Because I just...
Yeah, they did. Before Daniel Bryan actually came out, just as he's getting ready to announce Daniel Bryan, Mel and Truth come out and say, wait, dance break, and then they leave. But I was talking to the English professor last night, and this is where my Taylor Swift, damn it, well, nonetheless, this was the best shoot, but real. You know, you have to have kind of the realism and the shoot involved. Like, Daniel Bryan really is vegan and vegetarian and this and that, and he really cares about plastic bottles, but they're going to make this his hated character now, and it's him coming through. It's not this fake yes movement that he was doing. This is him. I don't know if he's always wanted to be a bad guy, but I love this. And he keeps saying these people, talking about the crowd, how they have just been sheep. And the best thing he said, the greatest thing, when he was talking to Miz, they started doing that godforsaken, what? And he stops and he's like, this is why you guys are all sheep. That was stupid 20 years ago, and it's not even worth anything now. What? I hate that. You nothing?
No, I mean, I didn't see it, so I don't know really what you're talking about, but you're right. Listen, when I went to a UFC fight in Pittsburgh, and I'm going to throw Pittsburgh right under the bus. Like, these guys are going out there and beating the hell out of each other, and you're chanting, "We are Penn State," or
Why?
"Here we go, Steelers." Like, you're just a bunch of, you get people in a group, or a mass amount of people, and you just have a bunch of idiots standing around.
Add alcohol to it.
Looking to be led somewhere.
Right. And I'm a huge CM Punk fan. I got the tattoo. I loved his work. I am never going to chant CM Punk at any event. Read the shit, folks. It's not going to happen. He's not coming back to WWE.
The WWE owes him a bunch of money, and that ain't ever going to happen again.
Right. So stop. Just because Chicago, you want to chant CM Punk because that's where he's from, great. The WWE will still be collecting paychecks.
Right.
Nonetheless, AJ comes out and he gets beat up by both of them, leading to a match later on between AJ and Miz.
But first, Hardy and
For the millionth
Randy
time.
What did Joe have to say? I seen him on the Titan.
This was just a time killer. The best part was Joe was at a bar. Okay, who got the win? I don't remember who has it.
Randy got the win.
Joe was at the bar, and he's like, "Hey, guys, I'm here with some of my friends, and we're having some drinks." And you saw Jeff Hardy's face kind of get sour, like stone sour. He gets rolled up 1, 2, 3. At the end, he's like, "Hey, we're all going to drink responsibly. You can have 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, and it's okay. It's when you have 12 and 14, that's when it gets bad. You drink too much." So he's like, drink responsibly. So Joe turned into an ABC after-school special. Or Budweiser.
Joe does that all the time.
Right? I liked it.
Joe's good. Joe does some good work.
He does do some good work.
But they're just not giving him any love.
And up next is AJ against The Miz. Everybody thought Daniel left. See you later. But nope, he comes out. He sits at commentary. And this is where he actually has some good work, too. He's like, everything he does has a purpose. Everything I do, he has a purpose. I thought he was going to start breaking into a Bryan Adams song. Everything I do.
I got it.
I do. Okay. As I said, this Daniel has edge. The match, whatever. The match was good, but it was still all about Daniel being a commentary. And AJ gets the win. AJ gets the win with the calf crusher. Isn't that setting up for stuff? It really is. But after the match, Daniel is just remorseless. Just beat the hell out of AJ, focusing on his leg for TLC. Their match is coming up. And he absolutely snapped.
So will AJ Styles be ready for Daniel Bryan at TLC?
Of course he will. Of course he will. This is going to be a triple threat match at Royal Rumble. Just throwing that out there.
Sweet.
We love triple threat matches.
Let's take a break, Mark.
When I grow up, I want to be a new pair of blue jeans.
When I grow up, I want to be a kid's first computer.
When I grow up, I don't want to be a piece of garbage. And if you recycle me, I won't be.
Give your garbage another life. Recycle. Learn how at iwanttoberecycled.org. Brought to you by Keep America Beautiful and the Ad Council.
So, in a few minutes, we're going to have Garbage Tip of the Week. But first, what's going on with IWC? There's something Saturday, isn't there?
IWC, December 8th, 7 p.m. bell time. 7 p.m. bell time, English professor. That means we need to get there a little bit earlier than last time. It is the first annual Pittsburgh Wrestling Classic.
Pittsburgh Pro Wrestling Classic.
See, I don't even know it.
First of all, we went through this. It's the first Pittsburgh Pro Wrestling Classic.
But it's going to be annual, so we're saying annual now. Nope.
Okay.
Nope. Main event is going to be Jack Pollock, your IWC Heavyweight Champion, against Wardlow. 2 out of 3 falls. First match is going to be Wardlow's pick. Second match will be Pollock's pick. And if it comes down to the third match, the owner, Justin Plummer, is going to make the match and go from there. And I would think with all the issues we've had, Plummer and Pollock, writings on the wall that it's going to go 3. Just saying. Just saying.
Just saying.
Other big
It's like you know something.
I don't know anything. Justin's not even talked to me this month. He just says, how many tickets do you want?
Wow.
Yeah, he hates me right now, apparently. Katie Arquette defends...
Give this woman some credit. She's a superstar.
She's the queen of the silver screen.
She is the queen of the silver screen. The IWC Women's Champion, Katie Arquette, versus Raylan.
And I love Raylan. They both...
Good for you. Splish splash.
They both have been on the show.
Yeah.
So, thank you both. Next up, Team Storm defends their tag team championships against Main Event. And this match is just going to be down and dirty. It's going to be, tooth and nails, whatever you want to say.
My guess is the 2-time Rookie of the Year is going to take the win on this match.
I will probably pull for Team Storm in this. They've never been, nothing wrong with Gannon Jones or Duke Davis. I've just never been a Main Event fan.
Right?
Yeah. They actually beat the fraternity for the first time, and that's why I don't like them.
Kind of upset.
Still mad.
Still mad.
Still mad. Year and a half later.
A wee bit sour.
Sour puss. There's going to be a battle royal. There's a big match that I'm actually excited to see is Jock Sampson finally showing his face again in IWC, taking on Andy Palace in a old-fashioned bull rope match. Old Dusty Rhodes
This
style.
is so Jock Sampson can't get away, finally.
Right? And Palace is going to put a whooping on his ass.
Yeah, that's what you get, Jock.
And then the kids are going to hate this, but the return of Jimmy DeMarco as he's going to team with Vegas to take on Chris LaRusso and Bulk Nasty. But anytime Jimmy DeMarco's in the house, there's women and there's a party.
Nice.
Yep.
Time to party.
So
Kelly and Mark will be home late.
Actually, we're staying in the Pittsburgh this weekend as we're going to go down and see your brother. Jima's coming with us.
Oh, are they all going to wrestling too?
They are not. Oh. They are not. I don't know if Jima could handle IWC.
Do you know what today is?
It is slowly
December 5th.
Fastly approaching.
24 more days till you can get your Padalano's Place pizza.
Give Dom a call, 814-772-7576. Get some pizzas. Get some hoagies and grinders. Get everything.
You called him hoagies.
I did.
He gonna whoop on you. He likes me a little bit, but he loves you, so he can whoop on you.
He's gonna. I have all these friends for Thanksgiving and everything is going to be coming home on Instagram, and it's sad seeing people like Matt Speedy and Brad Benizzuti taking pictures. This is my final Oips pizza. This
right?
is it sucks. I don't want to see that.
But in the same sense, we are happy for Dom.
No, we are.
We like we always say, we are happy for Dom. It's time to close a chapter of your life and move on to the next.
Yeah, he's been doing it 30 years, so. Next up, we want to thank Swanson's Auto Body and Customs, 814-389-2294. We'll get to the beer next week that we have been saving, which is a really good beer. It's now December, so damn it, we're cracking it next week and we're drinking it.
Hopefully.
Yeah, unless we're dead.
Both dead. The way this week's going, we might be. Pro Printing and Office Plus, or Pro Printing and Office LLC. There's no plus.
You say it every week.
In the damn week, or in the damn thing. 814-834-3006. Call Dave. He makes shirts and koozies and hats, and he'll vinyl line your truck or vinyl stuff your truck. He does cool stuff. Call him and see what he can do for you.
What?
I don't know.
Just call Dave and ask him, hey Dave, what do you do? Because
I got about a half hour till they rip this menacing tooth out of my face, and I'm excited, but I'm also tired.
Yeah, that's going to help your face tomorrow. Hey, Collar and Elbow, they had some great deals over Black Friday. They just released, and I may get it. Or if anybody's listening, they now have...
I think he is spoilering his Christmas wish list.
They now have a Varsity Club jacket. The old school...
He's definitely
Varsity
spoiling
Club
his
jacket.
Christmas wish list.
Amazing. It's all black, but I would feel like a Mike Rotundo or Rick Steiner or Dr. Death or anybody. That would be sweet for me to strut around in.
So you can check them out on our website, which is https://cancrusher69.wixsite.com/cancrushers. We have a link to Collar and Elbow on that. We also have links to our Facebook, which is CanCrusher69, our Instagram, which is CanCrusher69, our Twitter, which is CanCrusher69.
Send us an email at cancrusher69@gmail.com. People, just email us and say hi.
Where
Send
can you
us
listen?
smiley face,
Facebook, something. Let us know that you're out there. I mean, we do like your likes on our pictures, but
yeah, now nothing against that. I really love what this tournament has done. I mean, we've met, and I've talked to a lot of people from the United States right now that are just jumping into this whole tournament thing. Next one, we don't know what we're going to do, but we like to keep them going. You know, maybe take a week off, but something. I don't know. Paul said something to me last week, and I blew him off already. But
something.
You can listen to us on Overcast, Boxcast, Buzzsprout, Stitcher, Alexa, Google Play, iTunes, Spotify, and iHeartRadio.
Just remember, IWC is on December 8th, 7 p.m. bell time.
7 p.m. bell time. So we need to eat and get there at 6:45.
Garboji tip of the week. Wait, listen for the song.
Garbage, 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 garbage.
Did you hear it?
Nope.
It was right there. You love that song.
Ethan, actually, that's probably Ethan's favorite song.
Right?
I don't know why.
I don't know why either.
You're just screaming garbage.
Yeah.
You're not, but somebody
No,
was for
somebody
it.
is.
So, garbage tip of the week is the snow's going to come, folks. It has come, it has left, but it's going to come back. We, as garbage men, you have to walk to your car, right? And you don't want to walk through mountains of snow.
Shovel your damn sidewalks.
Yeah, more or less. Shovel your sidewalks. Throw some salt on it. If you're burning,
If you like it, then you should have put some salt on it, because I don't want to fall and break my back on it. Oh,
right.
I got a reminder that I have a dentist appointment.
You have a dentist appointment in 25 minutes.
This was a shitty episode.
Well, it was rough voices.
I'm sorry that it was a shitty episode. We apologize.
Cheryl,
They're coming.
I will give you his phone number this weekend so you can text him how bad his Rusev Day sucked.
Oh, I thought Marusa's day was pretty good. The beginning was rough for me. The
Yeah,
intro needed work.
His Aiden English. He was so excited in the truck.
I was pumped because I got it all written down, and then I put it, and my voice just went more and more throughout the day.
Wait, before you say that, one more thing. LJN are bringing figures back because the Young Bucks, remember the big rubber, the Young Bucks have worked out a deal with them, so they're going to bring some old school wrestling figures back. Well, new school, old school wrestling figures back. The Young Bucks are one of them. I'm excited. I know there's a whole LJN page on Facebook that I'm linked to. The English professor is engulfed into that page. We need him to talk about that a little bit. But I hope they do big things. And they're leaning more towards ROH. I'd love to see them.
So if you're a grown adult that likes to play with dolls, look up for the LGN stuff.
Today, actually, I am not going to do papers with Ethan. I am going to, as we started the show, again, all our hearts go out to Dynamite Kid's family. I am going to play a little Fire Pro Wrestling on the PlayStation 4.
Wow.
And
you should probably go do papers with E.
And play wrestling on Fire Pro on
You know
PlayStation
why,
4.
Mark?
Because they're going to be the new tag team champions.
Because you're trash. And remember, just because you are trash, it doesn't mean you can't do great things like papers with Ethan. It's called a garbage can, not a garbage cannot.
IWC, bell time, 7 p.m. on this Saturday, December 8th. See you next week.